Hello everybody, my name's Alex Taskin from Passe-Partout, and I'm absolutely delighted to be invited for the second year to come and to be part of your Learning at Work week, and fantastic to be invited back by the Talent and Organisational Development team. And this time what I'd like to talk about is mindsets. You might think, what is that all about for learning and development? Well, in actual fact, they are what shape our attitude to learning. And it shapes our attitude right from the beginning, from we're a little child all the way through until we're right into our older age. So it seemed really appropriate to talk about mindsets during Learning at Work week. So what do I mean by mindsets? Well, I'm talking about whether you have a growth or a fixed mindset. There's a bit of theory behind that. It's Carol Dweck if you're interested in theory. But in actual fact, it all predefines how we go about learning things, whether we have that growth mindset or not. And I wanted to tell you a little story about a couple that have got a really growth mindset. These two young people, they're about 22 and 23 when they finished university. One was aiming to be an architect, one was aiming to be an engineer, and they went travelling, as like lots of young people go travelling, and they went to Korea. And during their trip in Korea, they found some milk ice cream. So you wouldn't think, would you, Korea was a place for ice cream? But anyway, there they found this ice cream, and they brought back this idea to the UK. And in actual fact, against all the odds, they've made such a huge success of this. So they started off their business in Greenwich, and in Greenwich they started to build up a bit of a following for this very special ice cream. In actual fact, it was difficult to get premises, it was difficult to get suppliers, but they just kept on going, they rolled with those punches, and now they've actually just moved to Covent Garden. Their business is called Milk Train, and what they do is they provide these absolutely amazing ice creams, but more than that, it's the Instagram value of it. So they have a flower wall, so you take your fantastic ice cream and you go and stand in front of this flower wall and you do a selfie and then you put it on Instagram. Well, for my age group, that all sounds a bit bizarre, but it's got a huge take up, and they're now 26 and 27 and are just starting a new business in Camden. So they're growing. It's quite amazing. So that is really a growth mindset. They're the sorts of people that actually, against the odds, are able to harness their intelligence, focus on their learning, think about the effort and really put extra effort in and go with the challenges. They've taken on all the feedback that they can, and they've really, the mistakes that they've made, they've just chosen them as learning opportunities. And those are the sorts of people that have growth mindset. If you have the opposite of a growth mindset, we'd call that a fixed mindset. So what would you be like? You would be the sorts of people that feel defined by your talent. So you either can do it or not. So you're a winner or you're actually a loser. You give up at the first hurdle. You're not particularly resilient. You always need to be told that you're doing well rather than feedback that's going to help you grow. You hate other people actually succeeding because that makes you feel bad. So those are the sorts of people that would have a fixed mindset, completely different than the people we're talking about with a growth mindset. So you might say to me, you know, what's all this about? How does it actually fit with learning? But if we want to learn a lot, we actually need to harness that power of the brain and help us improve into that growth mindset. We actually know that the brain is really malleable now. When I started my career 30 years ago, we used to think people with a finished article in their early 20s, but now we know that they can carry on developing into their 70s. And they do that by keeping learning new things, aiming for lifetime learning, keep stretching themselves, keeping out of that comfort zone. That's what learning is all about. So what I'm trying to get you to do is think about the benefits of learning. Take every single opportunity, whether it be outside work or inside work, learn new things, keep stretching yourself, keeping on developing. What that will help you do is become more resilient, actually be happier, have your brain ticking over and actually be quicker and quicker thinking. And it might help you like ice cream.